And now we're live on our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and or X, and Twitch, and Rumble, and Instagram, where else. And of course, my friends there on TikTok. Hello to all you guys, and happy Saturday! Happy Saturday! Saturday! It's Saturday. Yeah, it's I tell you, it's been interesting. It's hopefully you've had a good day. Having a good day here. I went out, was able to get some walking in, which is nice. It wasn't as hot today as it normally has been in Kentucky. But I got to tell you something. It has been just miserable here, miserable with the weather. So, but today wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. I just can't wait for the 60s, because that's just weather that you can just walk for 10,000 steps and just move, but when it gets this hot, it's like, 5,000 steps. So I can't, that's it. No more. All right, everybody. First of all, I want to welcome all of you to the presentation, to the show tonight. Hello to you, and hello, and hello, and hello. Now, if you want to go to my website, it's really simple. Go to Bishop James Long, LONG.com. Bishop James Long, LONG.com. Now, I want to remind everybody that I do have online classes that are available right now that are free of charge. And I did this because the trolls are like, oh, we knew he was doing this for money. So then I said, well, I'll just give it for free. So the trolls are pretty ticked off now because I gave it away. But, oh, well, who cares? So anyway, if you want to take the online demonology, angelology, paranormal studies, and genealogy, they are now free, trolls. Well, thank you very much. So just hobble on over there and check it out, bishopjameslong.com. Click on the class link. And there you go. They're all free. I'm just going to give it to you. Now, there is a link there. Well, hello. There is a link there. If you would like to donate to the church, all the funds go to Abbott Tommy. He is responsible for all the funding we don't get paid as clergy. So what happened is, our clergy sometimes need help. And so we try to raise money. That's how we raise money. We have to pay for medical expenses just like everybody else. And so we do this ministry 100%. All of us do this ministry for free. And we don't get a paycheck from the church, not a check. So I'm trying to raise money in case, there's some financial hardship. And so we try to do that for our clergy. And it's kind of hard to, to keep pushing through, but we're going to keep doing because I think it's important. It truly is. So if you would like to donate to the ministry, you can go to bishopjameslong.com, click on the class link. Okay. And then if you click on that class link, you'll scroll down, you'll see where it says, please, if you'd like to donate to the church, please do. That would be great. And we would appreciate that. So thank you. And thank you. Well, thank you. That's very nice of you, Dog Norman. Thank you. I will. So yeah, I got a text here. No problem. Just in a show. Yeah, I will. Yes, the executive producer has sent me a text. So I appreciate this Judy Ann. She keeps me. Let me tell you, she keeps me on the ball. She keeps me on. And I appreciate her. My goodness, if I didn't have her, I would be lost. This is what I want to let everybody know about. I am not doing a whole lot of paranormal conferences this year. I am doing some. So I have just finalized or getting ready to finalize a West Virginia Penitentiary Horror and Paracon. So if you are in the West Virginia area, I'm going to be there and I'm going to be doing a presentation. I'm also going to be bringing a lot of my haunted items, and you're going to be able to see all of them, or a big chunk of them. And so here it is. It's September 14th and 15th. September 14th and 15th. Now, by the way, on September the 13th, which is Friday the 13th, I'm going to also be at the Bel Air House. And I'm working out the arrangements there. I'm talking to Kristen Lee, who owns the Bel Air House, and I'll be giving a presentation there as well. So because it's only like 10 minutes away from the conference. So on Friday the 13th in September, I will be at the Bel Air House. The goal is to actually have a live show at the Bel Air House. So I will be live. Hopefully, if I can get everything working, I will be live on scene at the Bel Air House, one of the most haunted locations in the United States. And it's a really cool place. And so hoping, fingers crossed that I'm going to make that happen. And that way I can be here with you guys on that Friday the 13th. So I'm going to make that happen. That's going to happen. And then I will be at the West Virginia Penitentiary Horror and Paracon on September the 14th. So if you want to go, you got to get tickets because there's only a certain amount of space that they have. So space is limited. So you need to go to WV Pen, PEN Tours. So let me put this in here. That way, let me put this in Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter so that you guys can see this. It is, I guess it's www wvpentours.com. Let me make sure that's right. Hold on, because I don't want to tell you someplace. Bear with me for a moment. Yep. So it's www.wv. So W as in white, V as in Victor, Pen, PEN Tours. West Virginia Penitentiary Tours is what it stands for. So wvpentours.com. There we go. So let me show everybody on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And Instagram, if you guys want to go, you got to get your tickets. You got to get your tickets because I think they're going to sell out. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So please make sure you do that, everybody. Okay. We would appreciate all of you. Thank you, Ben. Bill, I appreciate that very much. So for those of you who are watching this on this screen, wvpentours.com. So get tickets today. And I will give you all the information about the Bel Air House once I get that information. I'm speaking to Kristen Lee tomorrow. And then once we do that, we are planning some things going west. There are some few things that are in the works, and I will promise you I will let you guys know that as soon as I get that information. You guys will guarantee I will let you know. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Miss Wilma's on her way. Yeah, Miss Wilma, you got it. Miss Wilma, you got to turn your cell phone off. That's her car. Yeah, I really think that's actually from. Goodness gracious. Well, actually, you know who this is? I think this should be both of their introductions because we know that this is Miss Wilma and Miss Judy Ann is with us. Hello, ladies.
Hello, Bishop Long. How you doing tonight? Judy Ann.
Hello, everyone.
So how are you ladies doing this brutal evening?
We're ready to tag team you.
Okay, well, folks, for those of you who are on TikTok, hang tight for the first about 30 minutes or so. Sub chat only is on. And, girl, you listen to that typing. I'm telling you, she is a typer. My goodness, gravy. So sub chat only on is for the first 30 minutes. I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She punishes that keyboard. She punishes. It's like
I have been clocked at 160 words a minute, so yes, I can type.
Well, you've been typing 160 words a minute, and Wilma has been talking for 160 words a minute. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Sorry.
Appreciate that. I'm here all night. Okay, ladies, let's get her rocking. So, okay, first, Miss Wilma, how are you doing?
Hanging in there. Hope everybody's having a great night tonight.
I am having a good night. I'm glad you are having a good night too. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and of course, Miss Wilma has took a few more X-Lax, so we got to be Miss Wilma. Miss Wilma, your microphone is live. She does this every time.
I'm not taking any X-Lax, I promise.
Wilma, your microphone's live. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. I'm so unprofessional. So unprofessional. Okay, Miss Judy Ann, are you doing good?
I am, but you have to keep me in line because I keep forgetting to mute myself and
Mhm.
I'm typing
Mhm.
and yeah. So
Yeah. My goodness.
I might need a timeout. I might be keeping Sean company.
Yeah, Sean definitely needs to be on timeout. Sean is Sean. Our Sean is absolutely. By the way, speaking of Sean, if you would like to go and help Father Mark and Father Sean be able to get to our retreat next year, go to usocc.org and click on the retreat button, and you can donate whatever you want to help both of them. They have to fly in, and it's a little extra for them, so we appreciate that. Okay, ladies, what do you got? Let's get her going.
The first thing what I have is Sean is not grounded.
Okay.
He's a sweetheart.
Yep. No.
No booing. No booing.
I know, I'm
Sean
sorry.
is a sweetheart.
I'm sorry,
He's
studio
not
audience.
grounded.
I'm sorry, studio audience. I'm sorry. Already started.
I have to agree. I think Sean is delightful. And we need to stop using him as a punching bag here. Every time something goes wrong, Sean goes in timeout. That's not fair.
Oh, for
There you
goodness.
go. It's right.
Oh, wait. Oh, Miss Wilma, I think that's somebody at your door.
Not my door.
Oh yeah, that's somebody at her door. That's exactly. We know who's at her door. Miss Wilma has all her Walmart boyfriends. The other day she went to Walmart.
I'm sorry.
The other day she went to Walmart and she puts love letters, love notes out there. I noticed that you were really you were kind of stalking this one guy. I mean, he was driving on this scooter and you were thinking, hey, hot stuff. You were thinking,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
you were thinking, you were like,
anybody.
look at those Hot Wheels. I mean, you were just,
He's not a Hot Wheel. No.
you were chasing him down as a little scooter. You were chasing him down on
Believe me.
scooter. Okay, so tell us a joke, Miss Wilma, and then Miss Judy Ann, or just tell us a joke. What do you guys got?
Did you know fish shops online?
They do what?
Did you know fish shops online?
No, I had no idea.
They use a credit card. Get it? Credit card? Hey!
No.
Easy.
Yeah,
Come on!
Judy Ann,
Come on!
Judy Ann, even you thought that was pretty bad. You were like, yeah, that's stretching a little bit. You know what I mean? Come on.
Well.
It was pretty rough.
No, I think she's just she's warming up.
Yeah,
Okay?
she needs
She's
to.
warming up.
Well, she's going to take a long time to warm up because if jokes like that are that bad, let me tell you something. We are going to be in for a long night.
That is
A long night. A long night. Okay, Judy Ann, now it's your turn. What do you got for us?
Okay, I have some dog jokes and I have some that are kind of on the paranormal, ghoulish side. So what do you want?
Let's go dog jokes.
Okay.
Okay.
What did the dog install in his car to impress his friends?
What did the dog install on his car to impress his friends? I don't know.
A subwoofer.
Ooh, that's good.
Thank you. Now you just broke all my glasses. They just shattered. Appreciate that. My decorative glasses just kind of fell right off the wall. All right. Okay. So that was pretty bad. Miss Wilmer, do you have one?
I cannot believe you just did that to her.
What?
Do you know where Cal stays at wait a minute.
Oh, that's a
Do
good one.
you know where Cal stays on vacation?
Do I know where cows stay on vacation? I don't know. Judy Ann, do you know?
I do not.
I don't know, Miss
At
Wilmer.
a motel. You didn't make that
No,
one either.
no.
Come on, a motel.
Oh, Jack's Paranormal got it. Jack's Paranormal got the motel. See that? No, Christina, that wasn't cute. Christina said that was cute.
Hey.
No. That was. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So why did the cowboy adopt a dachshund?
Why did the cowboy adopt the dachshund? I don't know.
He always wanted to get along little doggy.
Oh, good.
Right down the
You
commode,
can give
folks.
me that donkey sound.
Man, I am so sorry. I apologize. I humbly apologize. This is our.
Oh,
This is the
Rough.
moment. This is the moment we're all okay. Yes, Miss Wilma.
Did you know what the lunchbox told the refrigerator?
What?
Do you know what the lunchbox told the refrigerator?
What did the lunchbox tell the refrigerator?
Don't hate me because I'm a little cooler.
Man.
You're not liking them tonight.
Folks,
Come
I tell you what,
on.
if there's any professional comedian out there, I mean, please help. Please. I beg you, because this is I apologize, studio audience. I'm sorry. Okay, so let me just let everybody know, studio audience, I do apologize. But hey, that's what people are laughing. Did you like? No. AJ actually said good one. There's people laughing. Is there?
Because AJ is
No.
polite.
No.
AJ knows humor when
No,
he
the
hears
mic.
it.
No.
That's right.
Obviously, there's something wrong with the mic. Mic check. Mic. There's obviously something wrong with the mic check with that.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I got one just for you, Bishop.
Okay.
Just for you.
Good. All right. Woo.
On what grounds did the police arrest Satan?
Possession.
Yes, good
Thank
job.
you.
They got him on possession.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm here all week. All right. Man, this was they should get Miss Wilma. They need to arrest Miss Wilma when she's in Walmart, because let me tell you, she goes past the speed
I
limit.
don't do
She goes-
anything at Walmart.
She goes further than that speed limit. I mean, when she gets on those little carts, she boogie woogies. I mean, she sees her twins that she liked. Remember, they were going to buy her. You told the story, Miss Wilma, that they were going. So for those of you who don't know, Miss Wilma was at Walmart, and there are twins who ride their little scooter, and they're always there. And Miss Wilma's convenient, always there when they're there as well too. And they said, "Hey, little mama, would you like for us to buy you a little TV dinner? You can come on over and watch Netflix with us." And Miss Wilma said, "No, because you ain't buying me a big man dinner." Because they were going to buy her that. They were going to buy her that little banquet dinner. She's like, "Oh no. You gonna buy me at least a big man."
Story.
See, that
This
was
is a true story.
Yep.
About a week and a half ago, I was at Walmart, and I was looking for any man to come along. Because I got stuck.
Did you hear Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Wait, that's not a joke.
Whoa. Wait. Back the train up. No. I'm not going to let you get away with that. You were like, "I was at Walmart and I was just waiting for any man to come along." Wilma, this is the PG.
Wilma, this is a family show.
This is a family. Yeah, this is a family-oriented show.
Proceed.
It's a family-oriented show. You see this collar? I mean, it's a family-oriented show. Goodness gracious. I gotta.
Bishop Long,
Huh?
you didn't let me finish the story.
Okay, go ahead. What do you got? Yeah, what's history?
Okay.
Mhm.
I was on my those wheelchairs I have.
Oh, yeah.
Walmart.
Yeah,
I got stuck
I'm sure.
on the road,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't get off, pull it back. I couldn't go forward. I couldn't go backwards, and it tilted over with me. I thought it was going to turn over with me. You know those humps that cars goes over.
I swear, only you, only you,
You know
only
those humps
you,
that cars goes over.
only you.
Don't never drive on your wheelchair because you get stuck on those humps.
Yeah, see, I told you, you're the only person that goes to Walmart that goes so fast to where you actually go on your sides, your two wheels. I told you, folks, she just proved my point that when she gets it,
I got stuck on one of those little
she's cray cray.
They're
I mean,
bad. When a car, they the humps,
huh?
push the cars down. I actually got stuck on one of those things on the hump.
You actually did.
As I was going to the car.
Wait a minute. You actually, that's a real thing?
Yeah.
She,
Wait a minute.
She did.
Are you?
Miss Wilma, AJ is telling you, do not mix your medication with moonshine. He thinks that's the problem.
No. I don't never drunk. I never drank.
You never what?
True story. What happened to me?
You said you never drunk?
I never drunk in my life. Or
She never drunked in her life, folks. She never drunked. I mean, she never drunk. I believe you.
never dreamed.
I believe you 100%. You are convincing me 100%.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, here's another joke. Okay.
Okay.
I wanted to start a new diet,
Okay.
but I just felt like I have way too much on my plate right now.
That's cute. I like that.
Hey,
No,
come on, Bishop Long.
no, Judy, and you're a professional.
I
writer.
like that.
You're no, come
You
on.
honey.
I like it. All right. Why?
Oh,
It's okay.
sorry.
Finish your sound effects there.
No, no.
Why don't pirates take a shower before they walk the plank?
Why don't pirates take a shower before they walk the plank? I have no idea.
They just washed up on shore.
Oh, I love that. That is great.
Drink 'em, folks. Just
Oh,
drink 'em.
get the
It's going to be a long
drink,
night. Let's drink 'em.
You did that, Bishop Long.
What?
You just took a drink on her fabulous joke, and that was funny.
No, I need to take a drink because this is painful, and I got to take the pain away. All right. So
Oh, it's not that. It's not that painful. Okay, Bishop, this is for you. What is Dracula's favorite breed of dog?
what is Dracula's favorite breed of dog? Okay, I don't know.
A bloodhound.
Of course, Miss Wilma laughs. She's like, "Oh, that's the greatest thing in the world. Oh, that's the best thing in the world. That's just the best thing. I just think that's so funny." That
We
is,
need that bloodhound that Bishop Long down.
that is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, that's just so great. I tell you what. See, she's still laughing. She's got to get out more. You got to get out. You got to stop with those scooters because that's the fun thing most Wilma has. That's it. The scooters at Walmart. The scooters at Walmart.
Well, I would like to see that. I'd love to see her go over that speed bump.
I'm telling
I
you.
was shook on it.
Right?
Couldn't move.
Yeah, the speed bump was somebody. The speed bump was somebody that she actually knocked down. Because when she rides, I mean, it is crazy. That is a true statement. She knocked somebody
I'm
down. It's that
sorry,
speed
I
bump.
did not nobody down.
Speed bump. My bad. Speed bump.
Okay. Did you hear about the guy who got the left side of his body amputated?
Oh, that's not good. No, I didn't hear about that.
He's all right now.
Oh, wow, look at
Oh, I got
The donkey has
I
died.
got the donkey.
The donkey is gone.
Doesn't like my jokes. He doesn't like my jokes.
Man, I tell you what, it's the donkey has it's done. It is finished. But that's okay. That's okay, Miss. Now, Miss Wilma, this is a really cool thing that I want to start doing, and I'm kind of curious about what you guys would say. Would you? Okay, so let me ask you both this question. This is kind of like an interesting "would you rather" kind of a thing. All right.
Okay,
So you ready for it?
ready?
Okay. Would you rather be forced to speak in a single different accent, not of your choosing forever, or speak in a random different accent whenever you wake up for 1 year?
I'll take the first one.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I will too.
So both of you do this. Okay, let me ask you this one. Would you rather have your shirts be always 2 sizes too big or 1 size too small?
No, big.
Yeah, I hate anything tight.
I agree.
I like to be loose.
We know you're loose, Wilma. We know that. Because the produce manager at Walmart told me all
Okay,
about
all right. So I'm so sorry about that, folks. We have just completely destroyed the PG show. I don't even know how to pivot from that one. I don't know how to pivot. I'm so very sorry. I'm so very sorry, folks. All right. Okay. So, wow. I don't know. I just asked a question and then.
Okay, explosion. That's what.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty rough there.
Well, that was great.
Man, she needs a blessing, all
We
right.
were talking about cold.
Good grief, man.
Okay, what's your next position?
I don't know if I want to ask after that. Okay.
Go ahead.
Would you rather have a non-venomous spider infestation in your home or a mouse infestation in your home?
Oh, mouse.
Really?
Mouse. Yes.
Absolutely.
Non-venomous spider.
I don't
Mm-mm,
care. I
no.
hate spiders and snakes. No.
Wow.
I love the mice are very cute. Look at their tiny little hands and their little eyes. No, I'd take the mice any day.
Wow, that is so that's interesting because if it's non-venomous, then I don't like them either. I'm not a big fan of mice or spiders for that matter. But if they're non-venomous, the mice can bite and leave all these nasty diseases too.
Mm,
As long as we got
I-
mouse
I-
traps, we're okay.
I don't mind mice. In fact, I've found them before inside, and I put them outside. I don't kill them. I don't kill spiders either. But mice have a face I can relate to. A spider doesn't. It's
Okay.
just weird.
There we go. Well, what about this? Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
150 years into the future.
Really? So that means you're going to see all your loved ones and even your passing. And so you would rather see 150 years.
Yes.
Wow.
Because 10 minutes might be too raw and sad. If somebody that I love is going to pass, or I'm going to lose my cat, it's too close to where I am right now. So I'd rather see 150 years in the future because I'm detached from that.
Okay. What about you, Miss Wilma? So you think 10 minutes in the future or 150 years in the future?
150 years, definitely.
Okay. Last one then for you. Would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week? Ugh.
Socks.
Oh, socks.
Socks, definitely.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to agree with that one. I would not want that's nasty.
No,
That is-
Ben, no. I gotta have socks.
Yeah.
That's for
Well,
sure.
Wait a minute. I heard that Miss Wilma doesn't wear underwear or socks, so you better ask her a different question.
I don't know. We got to ask.
Ooh, yes, I do.
She said, "Yes, I do."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did you see how they twist? Did you see now how they all of a sudden now the little tag team? Now we just see that. Yeah.
Well, I don't know where you heard that one after that. Yeah, I just.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was the produce manager at Walmart. He knows all
He
about
knows
you.
it all.
All
He
the
know-
secrets that you think are
I'm sorry to throw
sacred.
lies to you this time.
He knows it all. He knows it all. All right, Miss Wilma, do you have
That's right.
a movie that you want to tell us about?
Yes, this is a true story about J.D. Vance. It's called Hillbilly Elegy.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Jackson, Kentucky. Growing up, he had a terrible life, especially around his mom being so bad with him. Him and his sister went house to house whenever his mom would remarry again. Growing up, he started out didn't care about his homework or anything. But when he went to go live, he started and then went to college. He worked his way through school. I don't want to give it away, but JD faced a lot of terrible issues with his family, and it's on Netflix. And JD Vance is running for with Trump. If you don't know, you know what I'm talking about. He first wrote the book, and then they got the movie out. And this is a very tear-dropping movie. I cried a lot through this.
Yeah.
But what he went through, it was unbelievable.
Now,
But if you want to watch it, it's on Netflix.
Now, Miss Wilma, someone was asking you a question. Would Miss Wilma eat dinner with Priscilla Presley or to meet Donny Osmond? We all know the answer to that one. I mean,
Oh yeah,
of course,
Donnie,
Priscilla. Hello. I mean, we all know the answer to that one.
Oh yeah, Donnie.
We know Miss
definitely.
Priscilla is not going to turn. Miss Wilma's not going to turn down to have dinner with Miss Priscilla Presley, the Queen. She's never going to do that.
No, queen. No, queen.
She come on. She's a queen. You got to bow. You got to curtsy.
Well, okay, let's say it this way. She's the queen of witches.
Oh my goodness gracious! How do you really feel about that?
I just didn't like how she treated her daughter, and then after her daughter passed away, she took her granddaughter to court. I mean, who does that? I mean, it's sick.
Well, no, would she eat dinner with Priscilla here's the question.
That's a good one.
No, this is a better question that I misinterpret. Here's the question for you, Miss Wilma. Would you sit down and eat dinner with Priscilla Presley and kiss her hand to have the opportunity to meet Donny Osmond again?
No.
Oh yeah, that's it.
The only way I have to meet him again.
You can meet him again privately and have a conversation. You can spend a half an hour with him, but you have to sit down with the Queen Priscilla and kiss her royal hand.
I think I'll just watch him on TV.
Wow. For half an hour.
On TV. He's going to be on next Tuesday on Celebrity Family Feud. Now that's what I heard. I don't know how true this is. But him and his wife and his handsome son looks just like him when he's younger, and he's 2 grandkids. No,
they canceled it because they said that no one would watch it except for somebody in Kentucky. Just one person. So they said nope. They're terrible. So no. So a half an hour. You're telling me if you had an opportunity to be with Donny Osmond for a half an hour, just you and him, just to sit down and chat, that you would not have dinner with Queen Priscilla and kiss her royal hand?
It just be me and him by ourselves.
Absolutely.
For half hour?
Yes, or you guys can sit down for a half hour, have a dinner together, but you have to sit down with Priscilla first and kiss her royal hand.
Well, number one, she's not a queen, and number two is no, I wouldn't call it a royal.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's what you have to do.
I guess I could eat fast and wash my mouth off with soap after kissing her hand and go see Donny.
So you would?
Yeah, I think I would. After sitting there listening to her, think, okay, hurry up and eat. Give me a piece of bread and butter. Okay, I'm done.
So Queen,
let me kiss your hand.
No. You have to have dinner with her. So you have to have dinner with her, and when the Queen is finished, then you are finished. So Queen Priscilla Presley, if you're watching,
I'd have to sit there the whole time. And
yes, ma'am. So Queen Priscilla Presley, if you're watching
my TV.
Man, Judy Ann, what do you think about that?
She drives a hard deal.
Man, I tell you what a goodness gravy. Well, do you have anything else?
And watch her eat, and she can't hardly open her mouth, and she's had so many surgeries on it. So I think she's trying to put one food in her mouth.
Goodness gracious.
The woman can hardly open her mouth up. She's had so many freaking surgeries on it.
Wilma, Miss Wilma, you are savage.
Yeah, she's not playing. She doesn't play around.
I just don't like people when they hurt their kids or grandkids. That just gets my goat.
Well, obviously.
Because she hurt her daughter so many times. At the end, they wasn't even speaking. And then when her daughter died, she turned around and took her daughter to court. No, this ain't right. I get Graceland. I thought, I heard Lisa Marie say a lot of times, my daughters will get Graceland.
Folks, I'm just going to sit back over here and just let Miss Wilma go on with a little conversation. My goodness.
Well, it just gets my goat when she did that to her granddaughter.
All right. So, okay. Miss Judy Ann, do you have anything else that you want to add to this conversation, or did you have a movie or anything that you want to talk about?
No, well, I wanted to encourage people to put this on their bucket list.
Mhm.
In the Badlands of South Dakota, if you've never been there, and I have, it is so spectacular, and it's not that far from Yellowstone. So if any of you are going to visit Yellowstone, it's a day drive to the Badlands National Park, and it takes you through all of these beautiful Bighorn National Forest and Black Hills National Forest, as well as Deadwood and Sturgis.
Hmm.
Now, when I went through Deadwood, and Bishop Long is going to poke fun at me because I'm a coward and he's an exorcist, but I saw the Adams house, which is very haunted. So if you're a paranormal fan, you'll have to stop and see it. It's considered to be one of the most haunted sites in town, and I did not go near it. I looked at it from a distance. There are voices, there are moved objects, and the ghost of Mr. Adams himself is there. But anyway, you can see that on your way to Wall Drug. That is the neatest little place ever. It's actually one of the world's most well-known tourist attractions. And Mr. Ted Houston started Wall Drug back in the 30s during the Depression by putting up signs offering free ice water to get people to stop at his drugstore. And today you can still get free ice water there. It's a lovely place, and it's right near Mount Rushmore. And in my closing praises of Wall Drug, I want to say that they still honor the men and women in the armed forces by giving free coffee and donuts to this day. So it's a really cool place. Hope
Very
you
cool.
check it out if you're in that area.
Very, very cool. Well, lady, thank you so much for your willingness to jump on with us and have a good time. And we appreciate both of you guys being here.
I'm glad I got
Okay.
to come on tonight. My sister
Yes.
and brother-in-law went there, Judy Ann.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's great. It's
They-
beautiful.
they-
I
oh,
don't
it's
know how many
beautiful.
people have. Oh, it's really something. It's really something. So, well, I know people are itching to get to the paranormal and all their other questions. So thank you, Bishop Long. Thank
Yeah.
you, Miss Wilma. And we'll talk later.
Absolutely. Thank you,
Good night.
ladies.
Okay, I hope everyone has a great night. I love all of you, and God bless.
All right. Bye-bye.
Night,
All right.
Long. Night,
All right.
Judy Ann.
All right, everybody. That was Miss Wilma and Miss Judy Ann. They're, they were raised in a barn. I tell you what, Wilma was raised in a barn. My goodness gracious. I tell you that went from a PG show rating to, oh, goodness. Crazy. I tell you, it was one of those things, but good times. Let me put the chat on for everybody. And hopefully we'll have everybody just be nice, So there we go. Okay. So take that out there. And so if you have any questions, I'll be happy to jump into them to the best of my ability and go from there. Later on, a little bit later on, I'm going to see about the possibility of, because I don't ever bring anybody on TikTok, only because I run the show on two different computers. So that's the problem. People on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Spreaker, they won't be able to hear or see you. Now, let me let everybody know, by the way, all the shows that we do, including Bible study, everything is all podcast. So if you would like to join us or to listen to any of the shows, then all you got to do is go to bishopjameslong.com. That's it, bishopjameslong.com. And scroll down to where it says social media links, and you'll see Spreaker. If you click that link, everything is there. So it's all podcasted for you guys. So consider Spreaker is free, by the way. It's a free download. And you can listen to, the Bible studies. You can listen to even night prayer, because we have night prayer Monday through Friday. You can listen to all the Friday shows are there. And you can listen to the open mic shows that we have tonight. So, we have a lot. There's a lot there for you. And hopefully you will jump on there and take a look at them. Listen to this. This is an interesting, and probably later on, I am planning to bring some folks on live with me on the screen. I normally don't do that, but we'll try it. We'll try it and see how things go and kind of go from there. But this is interesting. I wanted to share this and see what you guys thought about this. I don't know about this one. This is I'm confused about whether or not I like this or not. This is from Unexplained Mysteries. It's good here. So let me know if it froze up on you guys, but it's good on this end. If it froze up, it's probably a TikTok issue, but just let me know, guys. Let me know if it's okay with everybody. Oh, it did freeze up. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I guess it happens. Yeah. It's interesting because we had solar flares that's supposed to have occurred this weekend. And so there have been some speculation whether or not there's going to be some type of disruption with technology. So, but this is interesting. Listen, a genuinely useful humanoid robots. Yeah, they're coming next year, says Elon Musk. I don't know. Stephen Benford and Praminda Caleb Solly, Elon Musk's recent announcement on Twitter that Tesla will have genuinely useful humanoid robots in low production for Tesla internal use next year suggests that robots that have physical human-like characteristics and provide genuinely useful function might be with us soon. However, despite decades of trying, useful humanoid robots have remained a fiction that never seems to quite catch up with reality. Are we finally on the crux of a breakthrough? Well, it's relevant to question whether we really need humanoid robots at all. So Tesla's Optimus robot. So giving you guys heads up on this one. If you're going to invest, you might want to look into this. Tesla's Optimus robot is just one of several emerging humanoid robots, joining the likes of Boston Dynamics Atlas, Figure AI's Figure 01, Sanctuary AI Phoenix, and many others. They usually take the form of a bipedal platform that is variously capable of walking and sometimes jumping along with other athletic feats. On top of this platform, a pair of robot arms and hands may be mounted that are capable of manipulating objects with varying degrees. I don't know. What do you think about this? It says behind the eyes lies artificial intelligence tailored to planning navigation, recognizing objects, and carrying out tasks with these objects. Now, most commonly, see, this is the problem that I have with this. Who's watching? See, that's, and I know that's not, I'm not trying to be, paranoid and conspiracy and all this other stuff, but who's watching? And that is one thing that I'm concerned about with artificial intelligence, because if there has to be some form of camera there, and how easy could it be for someone to be able to break into that artificial intelligent robot, and now they have control of it in your home? Not only control of it, but now they can turn on the the camera. As a matter of fact, that's occurring now. The people who have these cameras in their home, the people are able to hack into those things and then see your entire home. I don't know. I just you're right. It's certainly not too far fetched, and so I don't know. So behind the eyes lies artificial intelligence, as I mentioned, and they're also proposed for work in service industry roles, perhaps replacing the current generation of more utilitarian meet and greet and tour guide service robots. They could possibly be used in social care, where there have been attempts to lift and move humans. I don't know about this one either. And there's also a more established and growing market in humanoid adult robots, if you get my meaning. Interestingly, while many people recognize the moral and ethical issues related to these, the use of humanoid robots in other areas seem to attract less controversy. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I'm getting a little concerned about artificial intelligence. I know that it can be useful, but I think it also can be very dangerous. I was talking to one of the Benedictines the other day about that artificial intelligence thing that you can it can write things for you. I forgot what it's called. I don't like this, and the reason is I don't like it. It's okay. I don't know what is that. What is this called? Chat. That chat thing. That chat artificial thing. Here's why I don't like this. I don't like clergy using that. And the reason being is because if clergy becomes, yeah, there it is. Yeah. GBT or yeah. Here's the problem. When clergy begins to use this and say, okay, I write my homily for this topic, then what they do is they give you the AI's perspective on whatever topic that you want to talk about. But when you're clergy, you're supposed to take time, you're supposed to reflect on the reading, and you're supposed to let the Holy Spirit speak to you so that you can obviously push on or the message and to let people know what's in your heart, what God places in your heart. Because if you're going to isolate the Holy Spirit and say, well, nope, I'm going to let artificial intelligence write my homily for you, then what you're doing is passing on AI's information and not the Holy Spirit. So for me, I don't like it. As clergy, I'm not a big fan at all with clergy writing homilies with artificial intelligence. I just don't like that, because they really are. They're passing AI message and they're not giving the room for the Holy Spirit to move, because that's what you're supposed to do. And you're supposed to reflect on the message. You're supposed to pray on the reading and ask the Holy Spirit to guide you, and God will put whatever's in the heart to pass on to the parishioners or to the listeners, viewers. Well, if all we're doing is passing on what AI says, then yeah, that's a problem with me. So I just don't like that. But I guess that's a more theological thing. I don't know. I'm just, again, it's by the way, speaking of AI, there is now, I don't know, again, there's scientists, and this is by T.K. Randall. Scientists propose sending an AI into space to converse with aliens. Okay. That is kind of a strange thing. So here, what was that? Oh, there's a clicking noise there. So for decades, humanity has been sending messages out to the cosmos in an effort to attract the attention of any advanced alien civilization who might be listening. Well, these messages typically contain anything from a basic greeting to fundamental information about our science, culture, history. But what if there was a way to send something a bit more complex? Well, in a recent article, Scientific American SETI, which stands for Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, and NASA's, put forward the idea of sending an artificial intelligence instead of a static message to act as an interactive representative of our species, such as an AI could have a two-way conversation with an alien civilization while answering any questions that they might have about us. So we could also help to preserve our culture and history should a disaster befall us here on Earth. So in the article, scientists describe selecting an appropriate, well-curated large language model that encapsulates the diverse essence of humanity and the world we live in. So still, it represents a novel approach to contacting aliens. Does beg the question, what if aliens have the same idea? That's an interesting thing. Obviously, we can't send human beings far out past the solar system, but I still don't know. This artificial intelligence, I think, is getting a little bit concerning to me. So, right, that's exactly right. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of that. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes later on in life, but down the road. But I think artificial intelligence, well, thank you, has a way of getting out of control, and that is concerning. This is also by T.K. Randall, mystery footprints. So listen to this. Mystery footprints attributed to a ghost of a deceased local man in Thailand. So local residents say that the footprints lead to the deceased man's house, and they won't wash away with water. So in a strange story out of Thailand this week, residents of Rayong have claimed that the mysterious footprints that have appeared outside their homes on the street are those of the deceased neighbor. The man, known as in the area as Uncle, was a fisherman, and he would often visit the nearby shop. And bizarrely, the trail of phantom footprints seemed to stop at Uncle's house at one end of the trail and outside the shop of the other, mimicking the route that he would have often take. So residents initially believed that someone had been trying to pull a prank, but when CCTV footage of the street was reviewed to find out who was responsible, there was no sign of anyone. Even stranger still is the fact that attempts to wash the footprints away have so far come empty-handed. And they mysteriously appear on their own. And just before Uncle had passed away, he claimed to have experienced a premonition in which he would purchase sweets for the local children if his fishing catch was particularly bountiful. And after he returned home, he fell in his bathroom and was pronounced deceased at the hospital. So could Uncle's ghost be haunting the street outside his home, perhaps walking to the local shop to buy sweets for the local kids? Or is there another more conventional explanation? So if you have not taken a look at it, yeah, you might want to take a look at this. It is interesting. I have seen some of the footage, and it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. Well, I'm glad that you like this the channel there, Tammy, and welcome to all of you guys. Well, hello everybody. Hello. It's kind of weird. If you have not checked that out, you might want to check that. It is interesting. Yeah. Speaking of space, because we are not friendly right now with Russia. Well, folks, again, this is TK Randall, and this is what he says. Starliner astronauts could be stranded on the International Space Station until next year. Here's the problem that I have with this. And explain this. Someone explain this, okay? Because I love space. Explain this to me. Why is it, or how is it, that we went to the moon in the 60s? So you understand how long it's been since we went to the moon. How many of you think we've actually been to the moon? Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think we actually landed on the moon? Okay. All right. So there's a lot of people saying yes, yes, yes. Then there's also people saying no. So it's debate. Okay, here's the deal. We landed on the moon July 20th, 1969. Now, I love NASA. I went to space camp as a kid. But why are they acting like we don't have the technology to do it now? Oh, I got to do the little puzzle on TikTok. There you go. But that's what they're doing. They're actually saying that it might be till next year when we can actually put a man on the moon. But they're acting like we haven't done it. To me, that is so odd. That is true. This was 1969. If you think about that, that's a long time. So why are we acting like we don't have the technology to do it today? It's not so much the funding. It's not so much the funding. Folks, this was 55 years ago. They are talking about the technology. I don't know. That's if we have the money in 1969, then we certainly have the money today. Oh wow. Well, there's only 4 votes, so 50-50. I don't know. And think about the financial. You got to remember the financial aspects that come with going to the moon rocks. I mean, that's a tremendous, and quite honestly, the moon is now being used and is going to be used. I'm telling you now, it is going to be used as a military base. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Do I do prayers? Yep. Well, actually, on every Sunday and every Wednesday, we have Bible study. Been doing it for 3 years. And every Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have night prayer. And I've been doing that for 15 years. Yep. But that is really bizarre. So I don't know. I don't get it. So you figure this one out. It is bizarre. So now we have Starliner astronauts could be stranded on the International Space Station until next year. So it said the pair had been expecting to return to Earth within mere days, but so far they've been in space for over 2 months. When Barry Wilmore and Sunita Williams launched aboard Boeing Starliner spacecraft. on its debut crewed mission back in June. They'd expected to remain on board the International Space Station for around 8 days and then return home. As things stand, however, a plethora of technical issues with the vehicle has prevented them from leaving, and it doesn't look as though they will be getting home anytime soon. Folks, we can't even get to the International Space Station until next year. So these issues, which include leaks in the propulsion system and faulty thrusters, mean that the Starliner spacecraft may not be entirely safe for the astronauts to return in. If we can't even get to the International Space Station, then how in the world are we supposed to get to the moon? And while proceeding with the return flight that's still potentially on the cards, if NASA thinks it would be too dangerous, it's the International Space Station. Then Wilmore and Williams will likely have to wait for an alternative option. So it says our prime option is to return Butch and Suni on Starliner, said NASA's commercial crew program. However, we have done the request, the planning to make sure that we have other options. So you think? So other such alternative options would be to wait for another crewed mission that will bring 2 more astronauts to the orbital outpost in September and then return them in February 2025. And this would mean that the pair would have to wait or spend 8 more months rather than 8 days aboard the International Space Station. I don't know. There's something not right about that. I'm sorry. I think there's a problem with that. And I think there's a problem that we went on the moon in 1969 and we're acting like we don't have the technology to go there today. So that's something that just doesn't seem right. I don't know what, but something for me, and I'm a space nerd, that's just illogical to me. Just completely illogical. So. Right. Yeah. And their families. I mean, I'm sure their families want them to come home too. So, I mean, they've said they're okay, but still, I mean, it's International Space Station. So, okay, let me open this up I got to remove this on Instagram. So let me add Instagram one more time. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but something to me is kind of strange. So get this. Listen to this. I want to know what your opinion on this. I don't agree. I don't think this is legit. I'm just being honest with you. I just don't. And I think this is. I'm just going to be real blunt with you. I think this is a scam. And that's just my opinion. No, aliens are not demons. So listen to this. I disagree. This is by Higgy Pop, and it says how psychic surgery, thank you, claims to heal without incisions. There's a lot of famous people that do this. Hold on. Let's see. Andy Kaufman, that's the name. So for those of you who don't know, Andy Kaufman, he was, of course, an actor on one of the famous, I forgot the television show. And then he and Jerry Lawler, he wanted to get into wrestling. And so as a matter of fact, I actually saw him go against Jerry Lawler many, many, many years ago, back in Louisville, Kentucky, at the Louisville Gardens. So I actually got to see Andy Kaufman in his going against the crowd. I mean, the crowd was just screaming at this man. I've never seen something like that before. And so I went down there. I saw him with Jerry Lawler, and he developed cancer. And he was also he believed in the metaphysical. And so he actually he was very sick. And his last resort, I think he went to the Philippines and flew all the way to the Philippines because allegedly this psychic healer had all these guarantees that he could take all these ailments out of people and all this. So that was his last ditch effort. Andy Kaufman. So he went there and he laid down on the table. And what they do, you've probably seen this on video. So these healers, they put their, hand like here, and then they pull out this, looks like this raw meat. And they're telling you that it is the horrible, whatever it is, cancer or whatever it is in there. And all it is just, it's raw bacon. That's it. It's raw bacon. And they have a little blood pack and they pop it. So it looks like there's blood in there. And then they pull out this raw bacon. And he realized that he'd been conned because he went there. And so I think they're just, I think this is my opinion. But I think this is a big con game. I don't agree. I don't believe these psychic surgery claims. I just don't believe them. So psychic surgery is a practice that claims to heal physical ailments through non-invasive means. It involves a psychic or spiritual healer who uses their hands to seemingly go right into the body and remove diseased tissue, negative energies, foreign objects without the use of traditional surgical tools. And some believers claim that psychic surgeons are born with a natural gift or sensitivity that allows them to channel spiritual or healing energies. I think it actually just channels money. And others believe that skills involved in psychic surgery can be taught and developed through training practice. I look, I'm calling bull on this 100%. And this is different than Reiki. I've seen Reiki practitioners. I'm open-minded to Reiki, but this is fraud. Point blank, I don't care if people like it or not. This is fraud. And I actually think this is truly, I think this is demonic, because people are at the lowest level of depression. And some people are at the last resort, the absolute last resort. And then they go to these con artists that pretend that they're pulling out all these other things. This is just disgusting. I think this is crap. Plain and simple. I just think this is a con. Now, one of the most common claims is the extraction of a diseased or damaged tissue. Psychic surgeons claim that they can reach inside the body with their bare hands and remove tumors and cysts and other unhealthy tissues. The process is usually accompanied by the appearance of blood in tissue, which again is fake. Many psychic surgeons tell their patients that illness can be caused by blockages or imbalances of the body's energy flow. And they claim to clear these blockages by manually removing negative or stagnant energy, often through ritualistic hand movements and sometimes chanting or praying. The only thing that they're praying to is their bank account. That's it. And psychic surgeons are also said to remove foreign objects they claim to have been spiritually or supernaturally embedded in the body. These objects might include shards of glass, pieces of metal, other small items that are supposedly causing pain or illness. In addition to physical ailments, psychic surgeons may also address psychological or emotional issues. This is disgusting. They believe that negative emotions or spiritual disturbances can manifest as physical symptoms. Well, duh. I mean, everybody knows you don't need to be a psychic surgeon to tell you that stress can cause physical ailments. Duh. I mean, okay, Einstein. We know that stress causes increased blood pressure. We know that stress can cause headaches or migraines. We know that stress can cause stomach issues. I mean, that's just so stupid. Anyway, this sort of surgery involves the healer performing rituals to cleanse the patient's aura or spiritual body. Look, folks, do yourself a favor. If you're ever sick, don't go to these con artists. And that's exactly what they are. Let me tell you something. And people say, well, Bishop Long, you're not being very open-minded. No, this is not about being open-minded. This is about calling out a con artist for what they are. This is people who take advantage of people who are either terminally ill or very sick, and they're at their last resort. And they look at that person not as a human being. They look at that person as a paycheck. And that is evil, no matter how you look at it. Let me tell you something. They can do psychic surgery just as much as I can do a backflip off the expressway and land on my feet. Give me a break. It is a scam. It absolutely is a scam. This is the scam. And let me just say this. If people say, well, Bishop Long, I know somebody fine. I tell you what, then this is my challenge to anybody out there who claims to be a psychic surgeon. Contact me. See, I suffer from cluster headaches and chronic migraines. I have a neurologist. I have a pain management team. So this is well documented. And I've been having these migraines for over 20 years. And so I tell you what, if you're a psychic surgeon, then why don't you contact me and do your little psychic surgery? And if my migraines go away, I will scream on the mountaintop, the rooftop, and I'll let every single body know this person is truly gifted. But if you contact me, and if you tell me that you're going to heal my migraines and you're a psychic surgeon, and then I have a migraine tomorrow, I'm going to call bullshit. They won't contact me. They just won't. They don't contact me. And that's the God's honest truth. I wonder why. But to me, I think it's disgusting that these people do this because they purposely find people at their most vulnerable. They take advantage. And this is why people say, well, why don't you ever film and put your exorcisms on camera? Because I ain't here to entertain you for it. That's why. Because I'm not an animal. So just, you can't put a quarter in the machine and watch the monkey dance. It doesn't work that way. Because I'm not going to take advantage of someone's pain and suffering, put it on social media so I can be a multimillionaire. That's why I won't do it, because that's a human being who's actually struggling and their family is watching their loved ones struggle. And then people have the nerve to ask me, why don't I film and put it on social media? Really? Is that a legitimate question? Because if I have to explain that to somebody, then we have a bigger issue in this country regarding morals and ethics. But this is why I absolutely I've never charged. I never have. Who are you claiming to be better than? I'm not claiming to be better than anybody. I'm just saying people who call themselves psychic surgeons are con men. That's what I'm saying. And they are con men. Because I actually know people who actually fell for these con men because they were they had cancer and they went through every treatment. The doctor kept telling them we can do more treatment. And the person says, no, I'm going to go with these con artists, this idiot who thinks that he's going to do a psychic surgery on me. And they travel across the globe to these jackasses. And then these con artists charge them $10,000. Thank you for these psychic surgeries. And it's all a con game. So I personally know people who have fell for this because they're so desperate. And it's infuriating. And when I see something like that, it is a requirement for me to speak out against that, because that, as clergy, I have to say that's an abomination. Yeah, see, unfortunately, you can't, because it's psychic surgery. So they're not calling themselves medical doctors. Actually, Francis Maria, they do have people who say they can claim to do brain surgery. A true story. So this is why I just don't like, I don't like con men. I just don't. And I don't like people who take advantage of other people either. So I'm not claiming to be better or comparing myself to anybody. I'm not doing that at all. I'm just simply saying people who take advantage of other people, it's immoral, it's unethical, and I don't like it. And so as clergy, it's my job to speak against it. For those of you who, okay, but listen, everybody here is welcome. I welcome everybody to talk with us and enjoy each other's company. But one thing we're not going to do is be disrespectful and argue political arguments. We don't do that here. You know, if you want to argue politics, there's plenty of other places you can do that. We don't do that here. So, by the way, this is by TK Randall as well. And it says there's a footage shows an unidentified dark colored creature moving in a particularly eerie and unnatural way. I don't know if you've seen that. And you're right. So it says there's something lurking in the streets of Argentina. Some people certainly say or think so. There's an unusual clip which is reportedly filmed in Santa Fe. It went viral after being uploaded onto video sharing social media website TikTok. And it shows a peculiar creature that appears to be kneeling or sitting down on a road at night with its limbs outstretched in an unnatural, eerie way that's difficult to make sense of. Its head can also be seen moving up and down. I don't know if you've seen that. The clip, which racked up a large number of views and likes and comments, generated some heated debate with some users suggesting that what it shows is actually a werewolf and something that is particularly entrenched in local folklore there. Others, meanwhile, dismissed the clip as a complete deliberate hoax. So there he is. So you can check that out. Just go to a werewolf in Argentina on TikTok and you'll be able to see it. Yeah, I have friends from all walks of life and all walks of faith. And we respect each other. And we certainly, that's why I think we should. But unfortunately, these days, it's kind of sad that that doesn't happen as much. There's actually, yeah, Tammy, some people actually claim that it is a shapeshifter too. So we just simply don't know. It's an interesting debate right now. If you have not seen that, you might want to check that out. It's pretty interesting. I think it is pretty interesting. And by the way, this August, there is a really cool show on. So if you've not heard about this, Expedition X and Expedition Bigfoot, they both return with an all-new season on August the 14th. So if you have not seen that, journey into the unexplained with brand new seasons of Expedition X and Expedition Bigfoot return on Discovery Channel on Wednesday, August 14th, bringing viewers a full night of mysterious adventures, curious tales, and strange encounters. I've never seen a shapeshifter. I know people who have, but I've never seen one. I'm open-minded to it because it is so deeply entrenched in certain Native American. My grandmother was Native American. She was Cherokee. So was my grandfather. And so I'm open-minded to it, but I've never seen one myself. Yeah, the Expedition Unknown. So Expedition X kicks off with adventurer Josh Gates. He's a really cool guy. And his teams of investigators dive into strangers' side of the unknown, seeking the truth behind the world's eeriest supernatural mysteries. And this season welcomes new host Heather Amaro on the team. She's a third-generation paranormal researcher who spent decades investigating mysterious phenomena. So there we go. And in the season opener, Josh joins these people in West Virginia for a two-part investigation at one of the most haunted buildings in America, the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. It's a sprawling abandoned psychiatric hospital with a tragic history and countless reports of paranormal activity. Speaking of which, don't forget, for those of you who are just coming in, I will be going at a paranormal conference. And if you have not gotten your tickets, let me find it. There it is. It's West Virginia Paracon. So it's West Virginia Penitentiary Horror and Paracon. So if you're in the area, it is September the 14th and 15th. And I will be giving presentation, and I'll also be bringing quite a few of my haunted items that I have. So you can go to WV Pen, PEN Tours.com. There it is. WV. So W as in white, V as in Victor, Pen, PEN Tours. Thank you there, Bill. So WVPenTours.com. And it's September the 14th and September the 15th. And what you go to that website, you'll see a little calendar. If you click that you can get your tickets there. But I encourage you to make sure you get your tickets. I don't know. There's only a certain amount of tickets they have available. And so definitely go there. I would love to go to Northern California. Like I said, I went to California when we filmed the Eli Roth Legion of Exorcists show for the Travel Channel and Discovery on HBO Max, and that was really cool. That was a really neat time to actually. But unfortunately, I was so busy with filming that we didn't really get to experience a lot of California. I wish I had, but I just didn't have the time. We were filming, a long time. So, but I would actually like to go back to California again. That was really cool. So, yeah, California was neat. It was neat. It was busy. I don't know. I certainly don't think I would like to live there. But I'm glad. I'm glad you like the Gates of Hell. Yeah. Speaking of which, I appreciate you mentioning that the Gates of Hell Cemetery, the documentary, is available. So if you want to check that out, you can go to my YouTube page. It's free, and just go to bishopjameslong.com. Scroll down to where it says social media links. You will see the YouTube, and if you click that, it's right there for you. And the Gates of Hell Cemetery is pretty crazy. I did not see the Winchester Mansion, but boy, that is a neat place. That is a neat place. If the Winchester Mansion, it's such a unique, it's a big home mansion. And it was the owner of the Winchester weapons, because I can't see certain things on TikTok. So, and she built this because, she thought that it was haunted. So she built this big home with stairs going nowhere. It was the strangest thing. Really, really odd. It is a great story. I might have to do a show on the Winchester because that is such a neat place. If you, again, go to bishopjameslong.com, bishopjameslong.com. Scroll down to where it says social media links, and you will see where it says my my YouTube channel. It's just easier to do it that way. And head on over. Yeah, it's there's a lot of people say she certainly did go insane. I tell you, the house doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Listen to well, thank you there, Debbie. I appreciate that. Very nice of you. And thank you guys for the almost the 95,000 likes that we have on TikTok on a Saturday night. Not too shabby. So we appreciate that so very much. The Clinton Road, I have not. No. Yeah, she had people working there all the time. It was just, I really am gonna have to do a show on that. Crop circles, folks. This is by T.K. Randall as well. It says here, crop circle in Bradbury, England. So for those of you on the across the pond there, it is now sparking a police investigation, and rightfully so. It says crop circles might look impressive, but they can damage crops and be a major nuisance for farmers. It says although these day crop circles tend to be regarded as more works of art than evidence of alien visitors, the phenomenon still manages to generate interest whenever a new design shows up. So not everyone, however, appreciates it when they do. So in local news reports out of Bradbury, England, recently a farmer was particularly annoyed when he discovered that someone had created a massive, although intricate, it is intricate, but it's a crop formation on one of his fields. And the design itself is certainly impressive and must have taken someone quite some time and skill to make it, but it also cost several £1,000s worth of damage to the crops. See, that's not funny. That I tell you what, some people think it is aliens, but that really caused a lot of, well, thank you very much. That caused a massive amount of damage. That is someone's livelihood. And he says this has caused a significant financial impact on the farmer during a challenging summer due to the weather. And he says, I would ask anyone who may have information about the damage caused to please come forward and contact the Dorset police. I just, honestly, okay, so they're intricate, they're fine, okay, but that is a huge, I'm looking at it now, and when you see this crop, it is a gigantic, I would be furious if I was this poor farmer, because that's how they put food on the table for their family. That's how they pay their bills. So while this may be cute and someone may think that's cute, it's not. It's I don't know. To me, that's really that's irritating. I don't like people doing that. I mean, life is hard enough as it is, and then you have idiots like this going around destroying someone's property, because that's exactly what it is. It is destroying someone's property. So anyway, and there are you can go online, and there's plenty of places on social media that will tell you, and it will show you how they're made and how, you know. I've never been to the Queen Mary, but certainly is on the bucket list of things to do. That would be cool. I've never been there. That was in England. Yeah. And so, and this poor farmer, because they've had major weather issues, you know, it's already financially stressful. And then you have, you know, clowns thinking it's funny to damage someone's, you know, property like that. I don't know. I don't think it's funny. Yeah, it's some people, I don't know. I think anything they do, anything, you know, they try to do it to get on social media and say, oh, isn't that the greatest thing? No, it's not. This is kind of I don't know. I don't know how you could not know this, but this is by Ben Hooper. Ben Hooper. So a headless woman on New Zealand beach was a life-size doll. So a New Zealand woman found what appeared to be headless on the beach, but was relieved when police determined it was actually a life-size adult doll. Alice Cowdery said that she and her dog, Sadie, were walking on the beach there in New Plymouth, and when the canine led her to something washed up in the sand. She said, I just sort of froze, and I felt sick. She told Radio New Zealand, she said, I could see it. It was definitely the shape of a torso, face down, and I could tell it was a woman's figure. I could see that it had fingernails and toes were realistic, and so it really looked like a human being. And Cowdery called police, and 3 officers responded. And then she said, I saw one of the cops nudge it with his foot, and I thought, he's not going to nudge it if it's a body. She said the identity of the object became clear once it was flipped over. You could see that it was an adult doll, and she said the dummy was so heavy that it required all 3 officers to drag it back to the patrol vehicle. So police in Malaysia responded to a similar situation in 2022 when a reported body was found behind a motorcycle shop, turned out to be a discarded mannequin. And other incidents involving mannequins and adult dolls have been reported in California, Ohio, and the Netherlands. I mean, society has now gone, okay, all right, so there we go. I don't know. I don't know, guys. That's pretty, I don't know even how to respond to that one, but okay, all right, there we go. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but I'll just think I have nothing. I'm not even going to, nope, not even going to respond to that one. Nope. We have entered the twilight zone. Yeah. You know, there's people who believe that we live in a simulation. I don't buy that. Do you guys buy that? There's people who actually believe that it's like this. We're like the Sims. Have you ever played the Sims, where, you know, you can control the autonomy of a character, and either you can let them have complete autonomy and they can just move and get something to eat or go to whatever. But there are people who are 100% convinced that we live. It's quiet. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I don't know. One person is saying they can't hear me. So let me know if you guys can hear. So let me know on TikTok. It's good. Okay. You know, it has to be on your end then, because everybody's saying they can hear me out loud and clear. Okay. I went quiet for a second. Well, I went quiet because I didn't know really what to say after that. The doll. It's kind of like, how do you respond to that? How do you have it? So, okay, but a lot of people are saying that well, now we can put this up here. A lot of people are saying that now we live in a simulation, and I don't know about this one. So listen to this, and hold on. Tell me what you guys think. If I see as I fix this, there we go. Okay. Anyway, for years, scientists and philosophers have pondered over whether or not the real world, isn't quite as real as we think. It says, what if we told you that the world you live in isn't real? It might sound like a concept straight out of the science fiction movie The Matrix, but according to some of the world's top minds, the idea that we are living inside a computer simulation is not only possible, but perhaps even more likely than the idea that we are living in the real world. I don't know. But what if it was true? How would we go about proving it? So one man who thinks he may have a solution to this conundrum is former NASA physicist Thomas Campbell, who has spent years working on experiments designed to do just that. Now, thanks to California State Polytechnic University, he will finally have an opportunity to put these to the test on his mission to obtain strong scientific evidence that we live in a computer-simulated virtual reality. So one of Campbell's experiments concerns a double-slit experiment, a physics demonstration which shows how light and matter can behave as both waves and particles. And he argues that if the observer is removed from the experiment, then the recorded information never actually exists in the first place, because if nobody is there to see it, then it never happened. I disagree with that. I mean, again, as the old argument is, if a tree falls in the woods and no one hears it, does it make a sound? Well, yes. The noise is not contingent upon whether someone is there. The noise will be there regardless if someone is there or not. So he argues that if the observer is removed, from the experiment, then the recorded information never existed. So like a video game, our reality may be purely participatory. So Campbell hopes that his experiments will help to challenge the conventional understanding of reality and uncover profound connections between consciousness and the cosmos. So actually proving beyond doubt that our world is a simulation. However, it will not be an easy task. I don't believe this. I'm sorry. I don't believe that we are in a simulation. And let me tell you something. If we are in a simulation, then whatever person is playing my character, can you please do me a favor and let me win the lottery? Okay? The millions of dollars, that would be fine. 500 million, I would not complain. So if this is a simulation, then the person who's playing Bishop James Long, you need to put a cheat code in there or something. I mean, come on. If you're playing a simulation, you can put a cheat code in there. I won't tell. I mean, seriously. But it'd be crazy if I won $500 million. Then I'll say, you know what? Now we got an issue, guys. So 500 million is nothing these days. Well, Nick, you got to tell me what you do for a living, brother, because Nick just said on TikTok, 500 million is nothing these days. Nick, I don't know what you do for a living, but you and me going to have to talk. If you don't think $500 million is nothing these days, well, all right for you. Cheers. I'm the cheers to you on that one. My goodness gracious. That's amazing. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Okay. Now I'm going to stay on TikTok for a little bit because I'm going to Tammy on YouTube is asking you, are you married, Nick? So see now, Nick, you're going to have all kinds of. So there you go, Nick. You can, Jane. So you can go to, here's what you can do. Go to bishopjameslong.com. And if you click on the class link, or actually, let me just see if you can go to usocc.org. Yep, usocc.org. If you go to usocc.org, scroll down to where it says please donate, and there's 2 links for you, and it takes you right to Abbot Tommy's. He's a bishop-elect, and it goes right to him, and he takes care of all the funding. So usocc.org, and you can just do it that way. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, I wouldn't complain. Yeah, he said wouldn't complain 500 million. Now that's true. That is true. Now here's the deal. For those of you on Spreaker, I'm going to say goodnight to you guys, but I'm not going to go anywhere on TikTok. I'm going to do something a bit different that I normally don't do. So TikTok, stay with me for a moment. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are here for our night prayer and our Bible study. Goodness gracious. So we'd love to have you guys there to join us. And that's tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be right here. So we absolutely would love to have you guys join us. So TikTok, I'm going to do something. I'm going to maybe bring some people on. I normally don't ever do that. I can't do it when I'm running on 2 computers because they can't see or hear you guys on this computer. So Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Rumble. Remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Your value does not decrease based on someone's inability or refusal to see your worth. You're priceless, and don't let anybody tell you or convince you otherwise. So hopefully you'll join us tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Bible study. Good night.